Welcome back to part 2. Today I'm talking about how I worked in a crisp factory and lessons I learned from it. Also, I should tell you, I didn't eat crisps for about 5 years after working in this factory. I think I had PTSD of too many salty potatoes. But anyway, we move. Number 6, I realised that systems were enablers. They enabled ease and flow and actually more spontaneity. And I think for some creatives, they get really perturbed by the idea of a system. They don't want it. They're running away from it. They just know that it's not for them. However, systems can be whatever you want them to be, and they can be totally your own. And so I want you to think about how you can set yourself up for success. So maybe it's a case that you do similar things on one day. So, or maybe you have, I don't know, you have 5 different, say Monday to Friday, you have 5 areas of your business that you need to work on, and you prefer to assign a task to each day. But you don't want to like think, oh, I don't want to do that today, or I'm not in the mood. So that's fine. Like isolate and connect with the 5 activities you need to do, and maybe on the Monday you pick something that you feel aligned with and you get it done, and then Tuesday you do the same. Obviously by the time you get to Friday you have less choice, but by the end of it you're just like, oh, I've just got to crack on now, and this is part of it. Number 7, there are going to be certain parts of your process that you love. And with Golden Wonder, with the crisp factory, there were no parts really that I loved, but there were certainly parts that I preferred more. I did not want to go back into that potato land ever. And so understanding the parts that you love in your business is really key, and putting all your focus and your efforts there. However, the parts that you don't love, or the bits that you're not good at, cannot be ignored. It didn't matter if I didn't like Potato Land, somebody still needed to make Potato Land happen. Otherwise, it wouldn't get to the stage where I could do my nice bits, where I was just packing things and like making cool art installations with all the boxes. So yes, by all means, stay in flow, connect with what you like, but don't forget that all parts need to be covered, whether that's from you, by you, or not. They still need to be there. Number 8, controversial one. Sometimes it's not that deep, it's not that emotional, and it's not that complicated. Now, I am talking about crisps here, and I'm sure there is way more heart in your business than the people who were running the factory line. But when we are heart-led, when we are heart-centered, it can be really difficult to extract ourselves from that process, and we make it really emotional. We overthink things, we second guess things, we have wobbly boundaries, we endeavor to do the right thing and serve everybody and do all of the things, and then we end up helping no one. I want you to really think about this situation that you are building and begin to remove yourself slightly from it. Now, this is difficult sometimes because it's like, no, it's my art and it's my thing. You can still have choice. You can still make it feel like you. You can create a website that feels so like you that it feels like somebody is in your house, because they are. They're in your online home in that way. However, I think if you want to grow to where you want to grow to, you're going to have to pull back, because you cannot continue to do that at that level. Number 9, notice the surroundings, the people, the positives. So I love bosses, and I haven't had many, but I love bosses that have a pep in their step. They're like, this is going well. They've got a bit of personality. They've got a bit of a joke. They're saying that people are doing great work. They're having a bit of a chat. They're getting to know people. I think that is really important to bring that joy into your business. Because if you really just focus on the hustle and the grind, and I've got to do this, and I'm putting one foot in front of the other, and I hope I make my sales targets, everything's going to get really boring really quickly. So this is when I want you to introduce those beautiful open questions of like, how could I do this? What would make it more fun? How can I inject a little bit of lightness into this? Keep being creative and keep being in a creative mindset. Number 10, finally, I want you to think about your non-negotiables, because we have to extract ourselves sometimes personally and do what the business needs. Now, because you work for yourself, you can actually pay attention to what the business needs and not set those expectations too high. But sometimes people are getting caught and getting busy with things that are not moving the business forward. They're not moving the needle. And your business is shouting out for you to be like, look, I know that you, Nikki, as the person, likes the washing up to be done before you start. However, me as the business, I know we've only got 2 hours today. And so you're going to have to do the washing up later if you want me as the business to give you all of the things to really meet all those goals. So let me know how you get on with those ideas today. As always, I love to know, and I hope that's been useful.